We are back, people! I like... Of course I can. You... And I cannot... You... You must deny. Har, 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 har. Har, 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 har. What, little man? What on a minute? And the sad thing is, he wasn't upset that I left because he loves me, but he was just more so more. He was angry at the.
Right after going live, trashing McKinley publicly, Jack started love bombing her over text, doing a full 180 like nothing happened. He spammed her with messages about how much he loved her, he couldn't live without her. Then flipped again once she picked up his call. He went from apologetic to demanding her own password, accusing her of using him when she refused. When she hung up, he tried guilt-tripping her with dramatic threats about hurting her.
This, you know that. I just want to hug you.
5 nights. Hello, neighbor.
Like you never loved me.
5 nights
I
at your
just wanna-
neighbors.
McKinley, I plan on spending the rest of my life with you. I don't want to be with anyone else. I just wish you talked to me today so none of this happened. Can you please just say something? Please talk to me. I can't go to sleep without speaking to you at least one more time. Please just talk to me. I love you. And the reason I got so mad because I feel so fucking helpless, McKinley. I can't even talk to my own girlfriend no matter how hard I try. It's the worst feeling ever. I can't stop thinking about you, and it's making me go insane. Just please call me. I can't sleep until you do.
And look, I'd love to say for one time lapse in judgment, but you have to remember this is the same guy who almost killed his cameraman a few months earlier and genuinely didn't seem to care. So just a couple months before the wedding, Jack Doherty would total his $20,000 McLaren on a rainy Florida highway while looking at his phone live in front of 185,000 people who did. His cameraman Michael was in the passenger seat. Michael ended up from his right temple and needed stitches. And when I say Jack's first instinct was not to check on Michael, I mean that in the most literal sense possible. Footage exists. After the car stops, Jack is screaming about the car. Michael,
The doors don't cost any power.
says, Michael, do you have your film on his phone too? He wanted to make sure the footage was being captured. Michael is bleeding from his temples. Bystanders are literally dragging Jack out from the driver's window, and Jack literally in that moment is content preservation. I'm starting to think at this point that the camera is more important to Jack than any actual human being in his life.
Dead.
He actually cares about Michael in a way. You think his first instinct would be to show a camera at someone who's physically injured, but that's not what happened. What happened is Jack made sure the content
Parts and service.
then turned the hospital visit into content too. His defense afterward on TikTok Live. I'm literally a hydrophone. I'm in a McLaren in the morning. What do you expect? Jack never drove a McLaren. As if owning an expensive car removes your responsibility to not stare at your phone while driving it in the rain. Nate Shot, the CEO of a hundred thieves, publicly said Jack would serve jail time and could be demonetized from every platform. He put out a statement saying they don't condone illegal activity and ban it. He was unbanned 9 days later, then banned again after a live stream involving an actor. And what makes all this even harder to stomach is that while all this was happening, the crash, the wedding, the arrest, a criminal case was quietly moving through the courts. And the updates from that case are genuinely wild. Alright guys, so here's the part that I feel like flew completely under the radar. And honestly, it might be the most important update in this whole situation. Jack's arraignment was originally scheduled for January 14th, 2026. He didn't show up. He got rescheduled to January 15th. He didn't show up on that one either. His earning abuses on someone else's behalf, and Jack was apparently allowed to skip his own arraignment because it was a regular attorney speaking there talking. The YouTuber actually showed up in front of the scene. Apparently, he was allowed by the judge to not show up or to waive his attendance because of his celebrity status. Celebrity status. Since when does that get you out of showing up to your own arraignment? We all know judges getting away with things could be, but this is able to show exhibiting a form
I think I know what to do now. So,
because Jack Doherty makes you during that January 15th hearing, the judge only addressed 2 of the 3 charges from the original arrest, and one of those charges had been quietly changed. The original arrest report listed amphetamine, essentially, which is Schedule 3. The updated change is cocaine, Schedule 2. So, in the courthouse, this does make things meaningful. Cocaine possession as a felony in Florida carries a maximum sentence of up to 7 years.
Okay, so I just got out of Jack Doherty's arraignment for his criminal trial here in Miami, Florida, and it's safe to say there was one unexpected thing that happened during all of this. So originally, the date was set for January 14th, 6. I show up January 14th, which was yesterday, and I'm there like an hour early. We're waiting. I checked the docket there. It's supposed to happen at 9:30 and not 9. Okay, I guess I'm just waiting a little bit longer. But we get there, we're waiting in trial, or in the courtroom, and then we find out he didn't show up. So then, somehow, the arraignment was continued until today. Thankfully, that's awesome, because I'm not flying out until a few hours. So, I showed up this morning, a little bit later, so I didn't have to wait as long. And then I found out there was a new interesting detail to the case. So, again, he didn't show up. His attorney showed up via Zoom, and apparently he was allowed by the judge to not show up or to waive his attendance because of his celebrity status. It seems that's what the attorney I talked to said, the most likely reason for why he didn't actually have to show up. But from what we know, there's 1 felony charge and 2 misdemeanors that were like criminally charged towards him. But today in court, we only read 2 charges. One of the charges was a felony charge, but instead of the alleged Adderall pill or the methamphetamine that the police allegedly found on him, it was cocaine charge. And the other charge was so, update. This does technically make things a little bit worse for him because cocaine is Schedule 2 compared to Schedule 3 felonies. So, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't change things too much, but it could affect how he negotiates the plea. Either way, that was the update for now. I'll see you guys in the next video. Please subscribe if you're new. Peace.
This isn't a minor situation anymore. The charge got upgraded and Jack responded by not showing up. Now, he could make as many TikTok as he wants while this bitch drags on. He can post a mugshot, you can do gambling sponsorships, and now actually on the worst day of his life while shooting controversy done. But that doesn't change the fact that there is an upgraded felony charge sitting in a Miami-Dade courtroom right now with his name on it. And a judge who is eventually going to need an answer. The charge got worse. He didn't show up, and his lawyer zoomed in on his behalf. And somehow, Jack Doherty is still out here acting like none of this is really happening. And honestly, the reason none of this surprises me is because I've been watching the guy do this exact same thing for years. Let me give you some context how long this has been going on. I have been making videos with Jack Doherty for a long time at this point. And the thing that gets me every single time is I don't think it actually changes. It's like 13 years old, but he's been living in this bodyguard allegedly punched the guest in a lawsuit filed, which jackknifed Jimmy's policy. That lawsuit is still ongoing, and then from there, the McLaren crash, the wedding, the grooming allegations resurfacing, the crash, the court no-shows, the charge upgrade, and against credit, there have been moments of reviews where things seem like they might be shifting, stretches where his content got marginally less chaotic. But we're being completely honest, those moments never lasted, because the chaos is the product, and Jack knows that better than anyone. The institutions that have tried to hold him accountable keep acting up. Twice, mandatory handing him a lifetime ban, Miami-Dade County has an active felony case open on him, and yet he continues walking free, posting content and making money. At some point, this stops being a pattern, starts being a business model, and the business is chaos. But of all the things Jack's done, there's one category of allegations that the internet keeps glossing over every single time a new situation pops up, and I think it deserves to actually be on the table. In December 2023, a hit streamer named Anna Reynolds came forward with a series of
Okay, that's all for today. Bye.
Reynolds alleged that Jack had a specific